about Azealia Banks. Now, Azealia Banks is a rapper. She's also known as a fashion icon. You know, Azealia Banks literally could have been a model if she had went a different direction in her career, different direction in life. But she did. Anyway, she's super talented. But she is also known for having these rants, for being homophobic, racist, and kind of being a hypocrite pretty much. Okay, remember? Talked about people that bleach, and then she got lighter. Talked about people with plastic surgery, then she got some titties. Y'all remember that? Because I remember that. All right, now, another thing you guys have to know about Azealia, that she is a brujeria, a witch. As you guys know, specifically, she practices palo mayombre, which is it's like a form of an African, ancient African tradition. Yeah, y'all call it witchcraft. That's y'all call it voodoo, stuff like that. It's all in that same family of Santeria and all that stuff. Now, I don't mean no disrespect, because they would definitely check me on the differences. All right, but I'm just here to let you know that this is this is what she practices. She doesn't hide it. Palo mayombre, the spirits, the rituals, the spells work. All right. Now, she made a lot of headway on the internet when this story went viral of Azealia Banks digging up her dead cat named Lucifer that she had for like 15 years. Now, let's back up. Why would you have a cat named Lucifer? So when you look at the name Lucifer and you break down what it means, one meaning is morning star, but the other meaning is the light bearer, okay? And so because Lucifer believes he's the true light, that's why when you're in Freemasonry, when you finally get to like the final level of it, you learn that the actual like master of Freemasonry is Lucifer, the light bearer, the light that you're chasing, okay? Anyway, but you know, God say that's the prince of darkness, but we ain't gonna go there. Okay, so with that being said, I guess apparently your cat was a light bearer for you, and you really trusted your cat because you said that Lucifer is an icon who should be celebrated. Anyway, so it looked like she was boiling a cat. Okay, it went viral. Everybody was going crazy, and they said that she ate it. Now this is absolutely false. Azealia Banks did not boil that cat to eat it. She admits that she was actually, I want to show you real quick. She was actually preparing the cat to be taxidermied, all right? Now, there are different, in order to taxidermy an animal, which is basically like when an animal is stuffed and preserved forever, okay? Why does she want to taxidermy her cat? Number one, she had it for 15 years. Number two, she's actually relocated. Well, her house went into foreclosure. None of my business. I don't want no smoke. But she's relocated from LA to Miami, and when I actually consulted a Santeria specialist, he was actually letting me know that Azealia Banks is not just moving to Miami for any reason. Number one, she's probably moving there because there's a lot of like-minded people there. There's a lot of people in the brujeria community that happen to live in Florida near the water. That's for a reason, because Azealia Banks moves wherever her spirit guides tell her to go. So it wasn't that she necessarily wanted to be in Miami, it's that her spirit guides told her to go there, okay? Number one. Number two, she definitely has a la prenda that she actually uses for her rituals, okay? So she does not use hot boiling water for rituals. She uses this la prenda here, which is basically like a sacred bowl made out of metal that you do offerings to the different gods or goddesses, to the orishas, all right? So you guys should also know that according to Azealia, okay, she her orisha is Yamaya. Damn, I never say this name right. I never literally say this name right. Let me see if I can get this damn name right. All right, she's a follower of the Orisha. All right, one of the Orishas, and her water spirit, her spirit that she follows is Yamaya, whatever, who is a water spirit, like the goddess of fertility and love and things like that. But what you guys do have to know is that women with the Yamaya Orisha over their head, they are very volatile. They are very fierce. These are just like very aggressive, very headstrong women technically, and Azealia Banks fits that. Another thing you guys have to know is that Azealia Banks is also ruled by the spirit of being a Gemini, so she always has different spirits fighting for her. As it was explained to me, being a Gemini is almost basically like having, especially when you worship Orishas, it's basically having like two different spirits fight over your head at the same time. And so she is somebody that is always in conflict, in addition to dealing with any alleged mental health, which is only going to exacerbate her eccentricity. You know what the hell I'm trying to say, all right? The girl gonna look crazy because she a little crazy already, but it ain't necessarily a ritual that she was doing. She's just weird. Now, people that are Palo Mayombre, they do not do rituals on on IG, they typically do not show their la prendas, all right? But she showed it because she don't give a damn. That's just part of her Gemini spirit. Geminis will do whatever and don't give a damn. Geminis typically don't have remorse for what they do. So you have someone that has no remorse, that's guided by a water spirit that is very, very fierce, headstrong, mouth strong, just aggressive ass women in general. You are going to have somebody that they can't touch. She also is actually so far deep into Palomayombre that she is protected. This is a woman that is heavily protected by the spirits. This is why she's able to say whatever and do whatever, and you really can't touch her. Yeah, you might have made her cry, but you ain't gonna see nothing happen to Azealia because she conjures the spirits, ancestors. She conjures them to protect her. This is just what she does. Now, would somebody actually eat a cat in a Palomayombre sacrificial ritual? No, they would not. If you were just going to use the essence of an animal, because you guys have to understand, when you bury something in the ground, all of that is ritualistic, as the animal, a life being, starts to decay and go into the earth, and it rains and it gets sunlight, that body gets charged with energy. That body and it's the spirit of the animal, or spirit of a body, because you do the same thing with a human skull, has actually transcended into the spirit world. And so you would dig it up in order to be able to go in between both worlds, number one. Number two, harness the power of a cat, because cats in spirituality represent intelligence, femininity, and protection, which you would need as she is moving to a new location. She was just taxidermying the cat. That's it. Did she have to show us the boiling process, which they actually ask you to do before you bring it in? No, she didn't have to show us that damn part. That's part of her eccentricities that, make her do something like that, number one. Number two, on my research, it says that you're supposed to do the boiling of the skulls outside of the house, not in your house. So I know that damn house stank, but I guess she don't care because it's allegedly going into foreclosure anyway. Why would she make a sacrifice? She basically makes sacrifices to Yamaya in order to constantly feed that power, to feed that spirit, and to maintain a personal relationship. So if you're not constantly making sacrifices, then the relationship, you get further and further away from that god, that particular Orisha, saint, whatever that you worship. What else? I was also instructed that another reason for her moving to Miami, like I said, is to be near that water, just like the Yamaya spirit, and to be cleansed. All right. So whenever you see people in certain sectors of spirituality, because spirituality can mean a lot of things, at some point in their life, they always move near water. They always go near water, and they do that to literally be cleansed. So you will see her at some point probably giving a lot of offerings to Yamaya in those Florida waters. That Florida water is very powerful anyway, okay? I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to know? Oh, okay, I asked them if a person wanted to use their cat for or animal for ritual, how would they do it? You wouldn't boil it, you wouldn't eat it, you would actually just take the skull of the animal or even the person that died, you would crush it until it got into a powder, and then with that powder you could sprinkle it wherever you need it, put it in your la prenda for an offering or whatever. But no, this was not for she didn't eat the cat, people. She didn't eat the cat. Now, I did want to show you guys this right here. If you actually go to her IG page, you will see that she calls herself a sea queen. What does that sea queen look like? It looks just like Yamaya, the Orisha, the saint that she actually serves. So, you guys should know Azealia Banks got into the Palomayombre tradition in 2013, but she was actually first introduced into ritualistic magic when she was a kid by her mother, but her mother practiced like white table magic, considered white magic. So from what it sounds like, her mother was more of like a spiritual healer, maybe even played with tarot cards or like told people their futures or something like that. Her mother didn't necessarily get into the sacrifice. Azealia Banks went right over to the other side and was cutting up chickens in her damn closet and shit, which she has showed y'all. So that's that, people. Wasn't no cat eating. It was just some cat preserving going on. Yamaya's Gift is a brand that specializes in medicinal herbs and all natural supplements to help alleviate a lot of conditions that Americans suffer from, okay? Now, Yamaya's Gift got products to help you with that hypertension, to help speed up that weight loss, get rid of them fibroids, as well as help alleviate the symptoms of that diabetes. Oh yeah, that sugar is real bad. So now with Yamaya's Gift, you get a lot of gifts, but the best gift that anyone could ever give you is the ability to heal thyself. yourself from the inside out with products like elderberry syrup to help keep that immunity in check, because we all fighting Miss Rona. We all trying to windmill her ass up out of our lives. But one of my personal favorites, as a matter of fact, two of my personal favorite products with Yamaya's gift is the all natural honey and the tea that's for men. And the reason why I like those products is because if you are somebody with a low sex drive, if you need a boost in the bedroom, and if you are ready to get Brian Pumpered, Lexington Steeled all night long, then just put some of that in your man's cup and you will be on your way to a happier, healthy marriage, all right? Now, place your orders today, whether you need your immunity taken care of, you're trying to lose some weight, you're trying to get rid of that sugar, the diabetes, or you're just trying to bust a nut, okay? Order her shit at www.yamayasgift.com.